Well, hello there, my good friends and my fantasy football family. Sure missed you guys. You're all so cute. Grew up a lot over the last year. Wanted to reach out, talk to you a little bit about the draft coming up. I'm really excited about some couple things going on in the draft or in the league overall coming up that I'm going to talk with you about. First of all, I want to make note that the draft is going to be held not this Saturday, the following Saturday on August 31st. That's going to be online through ESPN.com, but we are going to be meeting at my house here in Canyon City, 3132 Eastridge Lane at 4 p.m. I think is the start time. And we're going to have some good food. And then we're going to play some cards after, so I hope everybody can make it. For those of you who can't, fuck you guys. Anyway, we're going to get on to the draft and some rule changes that are going to be coming up for the following year. This league has been a lot of fun, and we've had a lot of continuity keeping together through the years, so I thought it'd be neat to add some different things going forward. Since I can't get none of you guys out of here, might as well figure we're stuck together forever. So we're going to adopt a keeper format to follow this year. And for now, I'm going to put it up to a vote for the rest of the league as to how many people we can keep for our keepers. We've talked about doing one, we talked about doing two, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the rules, and then we can decide in a vote before the draft so that everything's finalized before we start selecting players for the following year. So basically, we're going to keep 1 to 2 players after this season, and the way that's going to work and how it's going to affect your draft is if you select somebody and you keep a player that you've drafted out of a round, the following year you keep that player, you will lose the previous round draft pick. So if I draft Mitch Trubisky in round 5, I'm going to keep him, no doubt, because he's going to kill it this year. I'm going to lose my 4th round pick the following year, and then every year after that I keep him, I lose the pick previous. So eventually you'll end up losing your 1st round pick if you keep those players long enough. So hopefully that'll make some people think about who they're keeping and who they're not. We're also going to have some discussion about how the draft order will be next year, and we haven't decided yet if that's going to be by record or if we're going to do shenanigans like we're going to do tonight. So anyway, I want you guys to be thinking about that, and before we draft, I want you to send me a message and let me know if you'd rather keep 1 or 2 players. By the way, there's going to be some rules, and I'll come out with that in the letter that I put on ESPN, just because I don't want to bore you guys to death right now. I'm already tired talking about it. So I want to get on to the draft. We are going to use the PGA Tour Championship to determine how we will be selecting our draft order this year. So I don't know if you guys know, but there's a new format for the Players Championship. They only allow a certain amount of players to play in the tournament. So I think there's 30 players playing. Tiger Woods didn't even make it. So we have the top 20 players, and I'm going to show you right now. Gosh, I don't think I can switch this video once I got it started. I'm going to show you the screen right now. This is the Players Championship odds for 2019, and this is a little bit weird as far as how the tournament works. The number 1 player right now is Justin Thomas. They base it on points through the year, so he is ranked number 1, and that means that he is starting the tournament at -10. So everything is kind of funky. So do some research and figure out how that's working. But basically, these odds right here are how Vegas has everybody lined up to win. So we have number 1 through 20, Justin Thomas at the top, all the way down to Kevin Kishner down there at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is we have 20 players, we have 20 balls, and we have a bearded man right here. He's going to be the validity behind this whole problem, just so you guys know I'm not messing with you. 20 balls in here. Each one of those has a red number on it, and you can probably see them in there that are attached to the PGA player's name. So once we select, you guys will have a golfer that you're going to follow throughout the weekend. The tournament actually starts on Thursday, and it runs through Sunday. So you're going to be cheering for one guy all week. The higher your person finishes, the higher you will draft. And in the case that we have any ties, then we're going to base it on the player who, the tiebreaker is going to be the fewest number of putts, and the second tiebreaker will be greens in regulation. So how many greens did they hit compared to not hitting greens? And then if we have to go from there, we'll probably pick bogeys would be the next tiebreaker. So I don't think we'll have to go that far, but if we have to, we will. So anyway, everybody will have their golfer by the end of this evening. Toby's going to help me, and he's going to type it up so you guys can all see it. And then we'll get started from there. Remember, I need your votes, and I think we got everything else covered. So, all right, we're going to start off with the first pick here. And we're going to start off, by the way, can you put it on the draft order piece?
That's going to be Robbie.
All right, so we're going to draft based on how we finished last year. So our champion, one-time champion, is Mr. Rob Lozano. He's going to be starting off first. He is a great fantasy football player, but he is a horrible car parker because he parks in bad places. So anyway, he's going to go first. Mr. Springer is going to be next. We miss Mr. Springer. We hope he's here for the draft. Robert Schultz is next with Buddha's Big Buds. Joe Lozano coming in number 4th. Mr. Dan Heath with a 13-0 record is number 5. David Martinez is number 6. Jason Aguirre is number 7. Scott Thorson's number 8. Mr. P is number 9. Adam Pierce is number 10 with the bad hamstring. And I'm number 11. At least I didn't finish last. That was reserved for my man Toby here. So anyway, we're gonna go in draft order. We're gonna select the champion. Robbie, who has the most chances to get the best player, is gonna go first. And the first ball out is number 20.
Kevin Kishner.
All right, Robs, you won in the league, buddy, but you lost in the draft lottery. I'm sorry.
That doesn't mean a thing.
Okay, so Kevin Kishner is with Robbie Lozano. Next on the, I'm gonna put this ball back since it went in there. Next on the list is Mr. Brian Springer.
Springer.
And Mr. Springer's number is 18. So
Paul Casey.
Mr. Springer ends up with Paul Casey for his golfer. Who's next on the list there?
Next on the list is Robert Schultz.
All right.
Big Buds.
Here we go, Buddha. You are next, sir. And you ended up, and Robert Schultz is a pretty dang good golfer himself. Number 16.
Number 16, Justin Rose.
Always kind of like that guy. All right. So good luck to Schultzy as he ends up with the number 16 seed, Justin Rose. Okay, here we go.
And next is the Shockers. Joseph Lozano.
Joey Lozano.
Kilo Customs.
This is his lottery ball system, by the way. Thanks a lot, Joey. Joseph ends up with number 3 on the list.
Brooks
Koepka. That's who I wanted. Of course, Joey Lowe. May end up in the driver's seat. All right, nice job there, sir. Who's next?
This is Dan Heath.
All right, Dan. This is your year, buddy. It looks like number, oops. What are we gonna do here? One ball fell out, we're gonna put them both back in, and we're gonna start over because I don't wanna. All right, there we go, Dan. Oh, there's already some controversy, Dan. All right, here we go, sir. You are number 8.
Webb Simpson.
Webb Simpson. Never heard of him. Oh, crap, why did I do that? Number 8, I put it back in there. All right, my bad. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Obi-Wan. David Martinez.
David Martinez. All right, DJ, here we go, man. Good luck to you. And the ball that fell through the thing is number 15.
Ricky Fowler.
Ricky Fowler. All right. He's a pretty good player. I don't know many of these golfers anymore. Okay, next ball is out, and it belongs to
Jason Aguirre.
Jason Aguirre, my favorite Packer fan. Number 19.
Gary Woodland.
Gary Woodland. That sounds perfect for you, Gary. Alrighty, sir. Let's see. Next on the list is Scott Thorson. Next ball out is number 12.
Number 12 is Matt Kuchar.
Matt Kuchar. Scott Thorson ends up with Matt Kuchar. Okay. Next on the list is
John, Mr. P.
Mr. John. Now we had 20 balls in here, just so you guys know. There were 20 players, so there's gonna be 8 balls left over. We did the top 20. And John's player is the number 14 seed.
Tony
Fennell. Yeah, never heard of that dude either.
Yeah.
All right, John, good luck, buddy. And we got a few more. Adam Pierce.
Adam Pierce. Fair trade.
Adam Pierce, recovering from surgery. Bring some of those painkillers to the draft, bro. Just kidding.
Okay.
Number 13.
Number 13, Abraham Answer.
Abraham Answer. So just so you guys know, here's a look at the leaderboard so far. Joseph Lozano sitting with the highest chances. There's a lot of balls left there. Next on the list is yours truly, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kamish.
And give me the number 11, Hideki Matsuyama. Oh boy,
Oh boy.
fun stuff. Number 11, Hideki. I think it's his month, his week.
All right, bringing up the rear.
All right, next is Mr. Swisher.
Probably number 17.
Number 2,
Number 2,
Patrick Cantley. Wow, we have a lot of the top players that didn't get pulled. So, all right, guys, take a look. Looks like Toby Swisher ends up with the 2nd seed, Patrick Cantley. Joe Lozano with Brooks Koepka. Dan Heath with the number 8 seed, Webb Simpson. I ended up with the 11th seed, Hideki Matsuyama. Scott Thorson, number 12 seed, Matt Kuchar. Adam Pierce with Abraham Answer. Mr. P with Tony Finau. David Martinez with Ricky Fowler. Robert Schultz with Justin Rose. Brian Springer, the number 18 seed. Paul Casey. Jason Aguirre with Gary Woodland. And Robbie Lozano with Kevin Kishner. All right, guys. So, again, draft is on the 31st at 4 o'clock. Hit me up. Let me know what you think about the Keeper League. Well, I think we're going to be doing it, so let me know if we're going to do 1 player or 2 players, and then we'll figure out everything else. Good luck this weekend at the Players' Championship, guys. Can't wait to see you on the 31st.